I think this is what I thought. Hi guys, how you doing? I am very excited for this video, but I feel awful. You know what I should do to go against that? I should drink some Prime. Okay, okay. Jokes aside, I have four different flavors for Prime. Here's the flavors. These are the different kinds of flavors that you guys can see. I'm going to try out for this episode. And also, I'm going to give my opinion on about Prime at the end of this video. So if you're interested to see that, stick around. Stick by. I think it's going to be pretty cool, pretty fun. Without further ado, let's try it out. Alright, let's start. I have the orange flavor right here. Let's try it out. Roughly the same stuff as normal as a regular Prime drink. A lot of sugar, a lot of like AE, B6, B12, vitamins, blah 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 blah. Let's see how it is. I am curious. I am intrigued. And out of the bat, it already has a very zesty kind of orange citrus smell, so that's pretty promising. It's actually not that bad. It's not too hard on like the flavor. It's a very like light orange taste. Although it has been quite a while since I've tasted a Prime drink. Oh wow, hold on. Here's the first of like this kind of Prime review. I actually finished it. Sweet. I guess that's my review for orange. I'm gonna do the same thing 1 out of 10. I'll give this a 10. Honestly, not particularly because of the flavor, just because it's just very easy to drink. It's not like hard on the flavor. It's not like too hard on the sugar. It is sugary, but it's not too hard on that. So I'm quite happy about it. That's pretty good. And we got cherry freeze. Okay. Mm. I don't know if that's because of the orange mixed in, or just because like it's just the taste of this. But I mentioned cherry freeze in the last video of mine, and I was expecting a lot more, but this one is a bit not as good, if I'm going to be honest. No. Um, I'm going to give my full opinion on it. 2 out of 10. I'm sorry if people like cherry freeze. Good on you. You like your flavor, but for me, honestly, for me, cherry freeze, no. It's actually not a drink for me. 2 out of 10 is that rating. Strawberry banana. Next one. Let's smell. Two out of 10. I'm not gonna give a description why. Just 2 out of 10. Strawberry and banana. No. I well, yeah, no. That tastes awful. I mean, someone might like it, but it's not for me, honestly. And finally, we have X. Don't know how they got X in the name. Definitely not reminding me of a certain app or kind of website or anything like that. But, you know, it's a flavor name or a kind of flavor. So we'll see how this one tastes. I'm already getting like Metamoon vibes from this one because of the smell alone. It tastes a lot like Metamoon, if I'm gonna be honest. Like it tastes a lot like Metamoon. I'm actually surprised of how it tastes like Metamoon. If I'm gonna be fully honest, it really does taste like Metamoon. It's probably just rebranded. Little backstory, by the way. On the previous Prime video that I did, I couldn't finish all the flavors, and Metamoon was one of the flavors I didn't finish. But with this one, this is not bad. I mean, X. I would give this like a six, a six out of 10. And yeah, that goes for this review. Really. Now, to begin to give my opinion about this drink, I have a few takes. Right. I'm gonna talk about the good side, the bad side, and the ugly side about Prime, in my opinion. And it's only gonna be about my opinion. I'm just gonna say how it is because I am a business major and I do see this and I did a little bit of research about Prime and it's like, and this is what I think, right? The good side about Prime is that it's a fun drink, right? There's the take on like, oh, prime hydration. It's gonna fill you with electrolytes, and it's gonna do this, and it's gonna do that, and that is an assortment of flavors that like people can like have. That is okay, but I feel like the reason why people take it as something very special is just because the people involved. So Logan Paul, KSI, they're the two people that, like, as you guys may know, that control Prime. And I do this in quotations because I looked at research, and my research finds that apparently they only own 20% of the company for each of them. So they themselves don't own the company, but they're just the face of the company, basically. And it's just interesting to see that they use effective marketing and they just market like somewhat simple drink. And I do this for simple because sometimes it's not simple, but other times it is simple to just like show this to people. The bad side of this is I would never market this to, well, no, the bad side and ugly side to it. I would never really market this to children, if you want my opinion on it. Reason because like I don't know if you guys had your ear in the ground about like what they are doing, but with Mr. Beast, for example, they say like, oh, like we have Lunchly, which is a new thing to replace this old brand Lunchables, and they have like Prime, and they have like a bunch of factory made stuff that just like, and they say like, oh, like it's gonna replace this and that. That's fine and all, I guess, but I would never really give this to children because one, it's too sugary. Like it's just too sugary for a child to have. Like you shouldn't give so much sugar to a child. And two, this was originally marketed towards like athleticism. So like, oh, you can take this to the gym and like you can go and like work out and be active and boost your electrolytes. But at the same time, like, why are you doing that to like children? Children doesn't really need to focus on that. They need like lots of calories, but like healthy, fatty calories, like a full meal, because they're growing and they're growing up. So I don't really see this as like the good side for Prime to like really target children in that kind of regard. But yeah, on a final note about this drink, I like it. I don't mind buying it. As you guys see, I mean in total now I bought like 11 different drinks and flavors regarding this. So, it's an interesting thing. Of course, in part I have done this as a video, but at the same time like it is interesting because of the amount of creativity, the amount of like feedback that I get from of many. It's just an interesting thing. But that's my take on Prime, and that's my opinion on it. And I have my right to my own opinions, and if you don't like it, then hey, you don't like it. And you know what? That's okay, because you have your own right to your own opinions as well. Without further ado, though, that's the end of this episode. I enjoyed coming back to like this kind of first time food series because it's been so long since I've actually done a food series like or a food episode in a while. So it's nice to finally come back to this and just try out the Prime and see how everything goes. But yeah, as always, guys, take care of yourselves and have a lovely day. And as always, I'll repeat this twice because of how much I love the phrase, take care of yourself.